Are you about to take your first Mounjaro or ZepBound injection? Have you read through all the injection instructions and you're still not entirely sure what to do? Are you stood there feeling nervous or anxious, or like I was on my first injection, absolutely terrified? Then keep watching as I'll take you through all the steps you need to get through that first jab. Hi, I'm Phil, and I'm over 6 months into my Mounjaro weight loss journey, and during that time, I've managed to lose 3 stone 1 pound, or 43 pound, or just over 19.5 kilo. This journey for me starts November 13th, 2024, and I was stood there just like you in a kitchen, all alone, just before bedtime, terrified, shaking, and nervous to do my first Mounjaro injection. Most of you watching this will have the same thoughts and fears, and no matter how many times I or anyone else tells you it's really quick, easy, or painless, you won't believe us, and you're still going to be stood there with the same thoughts. Today, I'm going to go through how to simply and effectively use the Kwikpen to get you through that first jab as quickly as possible. Before we go any further, can I say I'm not a medical expert? I've got no medical background. If you need assistance with your injections, please speak to your medical provider. All I can offer you is my experience of taking these jabs for the last 6 months. First off, this is the Kwikpen I'll be talking about. It's the one we have here in the UK. If it's not the same as yours, then I'm sorry I can't help. Before you do anything else, make sure you've got a clean area to place the pen down into and you've washed your hands. And also, if you find anything else useful in this video, please like and subscribe. Step 1, remove the outer cap of the pen. Give it a little pull and you'll see that there is no needle attached to the end, and we're going to need to attach one. Give the end of the pen a little rub with an alcohol wipe if you've got one, if you've provided them. The needle itself should look something like this. And what you're going to need to do is peel off this protective cover and then attach it to the pen itself by giving it a little push, a couple of screws till it won't go any further. Step 2, we're now going to check everything on the pen looks correct. We're going to check the dosage to make sure it's the right dose that you've been prescribed. Is it 2.5 milligram, 5 milligram, 7.5 milligram, and so on, all the way to 15 milligram. We're going to turn the pen around and check the expiry date on the back to make sure it's not expired. And then we're going to have a little look at the liquid to make sure it's clear and not cloudy or frozen. If any of those things don't look right, please speak to the provider. Then we're going to remove the outer cap, the needle protector, and the actual cap protecting the needle itself. Step 3, you're now going to prime your pen, and you're going to do this every time you use it, so it's a step worth getting used to. To do so, you go to the dosage selector, which is this end, give it 2 turns, you'll hear click twice, turn the pen this way, give it a couple of flicks to bring any air bubbles to the top, and then push the dosage selector while watching the end of the needle to make sure 1 or 2 drops come out to ensure the Kwikpen's working correctly and there's no issues with the needles. Don't worry about wasting these 2 drops each time, because the pen is filled with extra medication to allow for these priming events to happen. Step 4, you're now going to get the pen ready for the full dose. You'll do this by using the dosage selector again, rotating it all the way to the end until you see a number 1 in the dosage window. Another way of doing this is by turning it 60 times and counting out 60 clicks. You don't need to do this, it's just a way of reassuring yourself, and I did it multiple times on my first injection, so you're not the only one who's doing that. It's now time, if you haven't already, to decide where you're going to inject. This can be in the upper arms, the upper thighs, or the stomach. Whichever area you pick, give them a little wipe with an alcohol wipe if you have provided them. Step 5, you're now ready to do the injection. To do this, you're going to get your pen, you're going to move it to a 90-degree angle, you're going to have to hold it like this, and you're going to insert it into your injection location, whether that be your arm, your thigh, or your stomach. You're going to hold it in place and press the dosage selector all the way down so it won't go any further, and then hold it there for another 5 to 10 seconds. That's it. You're done. You've done your first dose. You shouldn't feel anything, though I did. I felt a cold sensation rising up from the injection site in my stomach where I injected, but I'm still to this day convinced it was just psychological, though others on the channel have experienced a very similar cold sensation and others have experienced a few other feelings too. Step 6, place both safety caps back on the needle, like so. Rotate it the opposite way to when you attached it. Give it a little pull, and then you can dispose of that in your sharps bin, which you should have been provided. You can now store the needle for next week's dose, and that's either in the fridge, where I personally like to keep mine, or under 30 degrees in a cool space. Both are suitable. Congratulations, you're now off on your Mounjaro or ZepBound journey. And I'm willing to bet next time when it comes to injecting, you won't find it anywhere near as scary as that one was. If you want to see how my first 6 months went on Mounjaro, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between, plus some advice, tips, and comments from followers of the channel in the comments, there's a link in the description below. I'm now also doing weekly updates for the followers of the channel to see how I'm getting on each week, and the same things are applying there with some extra news, tips, and advice. And there's a link in the description for that as well. Both sets of videos are covering lots of news, advice, tips, and help that we're all giving each other in the community. So come along and say hi to us all. Both playlists are available here and here now, so if you want to click directly on them and go and watch some of the videos, feel free. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was insightful, and if you did, Please like and subscribe. Bye for now.